Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome to today's Coffee Chat Show. Joining me is Mark here down at One Stop Services. How you doing, my man?
I'm very well, thanks. How are
Good,
you?
buddy. Yeah, I'm good. So,
Good to see you again.
Now, I've been inundated, I think the word is.
That's the one.
I keep using inundated. Anyway, I'm inundated with people asking me about what's going on with the banks. I know lots of people around here that have had their accounts closed. What is going on, mate? I'm sure you've been bombarded by this.
Well, these banks, what the particular bank we're talking about, suddenly decided to freeze accounts, telling people to come in within 30 days. You think they would have said, come in within 30 days, otherwise we're going to freeze your bank account.
Yeah.
But that's not what they did in Thailand. They froze people's bank accounts and literally froze them there and then and asked you to come in the bank. Didn't really give a lot of information about what to bring in the bank. So I'm going to give you a little bit of information on what to bring into the bank. Firstly, if you're on a retirement visa or you have to take your passport, your retirement visa is very, very handy.
Okay.
The second form of identification you took for when you opened the bank account, which would be the driving license usually, but it may be something else. The phone that you attached and phone number you attached to the bank account when you went in there, hopefully you've updated it.
Cool.
You need your bank book, as always, when you go into the bank, an original passport. If you've got a lease agreement or you own a condo, take it in. It's very useful. And even an electric or water bill. Now, you're at the mercy of the bank here. If you opened on a tourist visa, which I've opened thousands of accounts on tourist visas for people, you've got about a 50% chance of retaining it. Depends how you've used the account and how you come across to the bank when you go in there.
Can I just interrupt you quickly? That's down to the bank, not you.
No, totally down to the bank.
You've done the guys a favour. You've opened them the bank account. They've got the bank account. Yeah.
The bank have opened the bank account for them because it was legal to open the bank.
Yeah.
Now, because of all the fraud that's gone on and whatever and whatever other reasons, the bank have decided that this is the way forward. I don't agree with it, obviously, and I certainly don't agree with the way they're frozen the bank accounts without notice because I've had to go out and pay people's restaurant bills at night time because they've not known it's happened. You know what I mean? Yeah. So
going back to what you're saying, I just wanted to get that clear because honestly that's something that's important. But so you take all these documents, what else?
Take all them documents in there, pull a ticket, try and go early in the morning because you may not get seen.
Yeah.
And just a little bit of advice. I know it's frustrating when you're standing there all day and you're all talking to other foreigners and everybody's got another story. Try to stay calm and just remember it's not the girl at the counter's fault.
Yeah, exactly.
So she's taken a lot of stick, these girls at the counter, and they just need a little bit of patience and just try and keep it down. I know it's hard. I do understand it's hard.
Yeah, I mean, in terms of the queuing, I can tell you now, a good friend of mine, he went yesterday. He was in there, the doors opening at 8:30. And he didn't get away until 20 past 2 in the afternoon.
I know what we're talking about.
Yeah. So, it's a long old haul, guys. But the thing is, like, you've got to do it, haven't you? And so
you've got to do it, especially if you've got funds in there, you know?
Well, yes, that's my next question. So, right, I've got money in the account and they froze my account, let's just say. I mean, I'm lucky. I'm with a different bank, so I'm good to go. And I've had my account 11 years and I tick all their boxes. But if I'm with the other bank that's frozen everything and I can't provide the necessary documents, what happens to my money?
They will shut the account, but they will pay you back out. They give you your money back. So there's no fear of you actually losing the money. That's their worry, the biggest worry, obviously, and I understand that.
Yeah.
The problem is, really disgusts me, to be honest with you. It took them 1 minute to freeze the account, but it takes 7 days to unfreeze it.
Yeah.
And that's just not morally correct.
Yeah, that's what my friend said to me yesterday when I see him, and he said, I've done it all. He said, they've said, right, it's now going to take 7 days for him to go through everything and then reopen his account. And I'm like, 7 days. So for 7 days, he's got no access to go in. And he can still use his scan stuff and that. No?
The lot is frozen. Nothing can be moved.
Wow. That's nuts.
Yeah,
wow.
So I've got long-term customers coming here that I've had to lend them money.
Well, you just mentioned earlier about, so you've got to take the phone number on the phone that you originally opened the account with.
Not necessarily the same phone, but the same SIM card with the same number. If you've changed your number or your passport and haven't updated it with the bank, that's going to create you a longer problem in the bank. Wow. Lots of guys don't realise when you change your passport and you get a new passport, you have to go to the bank and update it. You lose your phone number and get a new phone number. You have to go to the bank and update it. And the worst thing about this, I've got customers in Korat, Buriram, you name it. They have to come back to the original branch.
Yeah.
Now, this is a big, big problem. You know what I mean?
And I can't.
And it's frustrating.
Well, why can't you go to just a normal, like if you're with that bank's branch, okay, but you're with the bank, you're not with that particular branch, that's just where you open your account. Surely you can go to other banks that are in the same system.
Not entirely. And you can't move your bank either.
Yeah, that's the thing that, yeah.
Even if you could move your branch, it would be beneficial to most people. So.
Well, I actually had my bank, my original bank, closed down. Did you? They shut it down. Not my bank account. They shut the actual bank down and moved it. So they had to move me. They've moved me up to Terminal 21.
Have they?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to go up to Terminal 21. I was around the corner a minute ago. But yeah, so...
it's finding a branch where they get to know you and you can get through quickly as well,
Yeah. Well, all I'm going to say, guys, is I'll say, you've got to be aware of the situation. What happens if you're abroad?
That's the biggest problem. I'm getting literally thousands of emails. Guys not coming back for 4 or 5 months. I've said to them, try and contact them I've given them the phone numbers, but to be honest with you, I think that's pretty fruitless because they either just not answering or they're ringing out all the time, So I think the guys are wasting their time, but give it a try and try and explain your situation. But I think you're going to find they're going to close the account regardless of what visa you're on. And then when you come back, you're going to have to go in and cash out.
Go and put your passport in and get your money back. Well, there you go, guys. That's the latest in the situation of bank accounts at the moment. However, if you do want to open a bank account or you are looking at that, come and see Mark anyway. We've got situations there, but come and see Mark. See what him and his team can do.
If you're on a particular kind of visa, we can still open a bank account for you. If you're on a first-time retirement, you want to do your first-time retirement visa, I can still open a bank account on a tourist visa. But please listen to what I'm going to say. I can open a bank on a tourist visa for the sole purpose of a retirement visa straight away. I can't open it and you have the bank for months. When they open the bank, they freeze it instantly until I go and get the non-O for the retirement. So please don't inundate me with hundreds of messages wanting to open bank accounts without doing the retirement visa because it simply cannot be done anymore.
Right, there you go, guys. You heard it there. So pop Mark an email, add to his thousands. He's getting every day as it is right now. But get in touch, guys. The worst case scenario, get in touch. And remember, if it isn't the news that you're wanting back in return, if the answer Mark gives you isn't the answer you're looking for, it's not Mark's fault. He hasn't done anything. He's just trying to help you and to resolve the situation. This has come from the Bank of Thailand. They're the ones that made the decision. It's a 50,000 baht maximum transfer limit now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that's down to all the laundering, the money laundering that's been going on. That's you may have seen in the news about the Chinese, etc. I'm not making any comment about it. I'm just saying that's what's in the news. This is why it's become apparent. People have been falling short on the scams that have been sent these emails and, you're about to lose your account. You need to transfer it to this new account we've opened up for you. And people do it, That's a scary
People
thing.
panic, unfortunately, and you do it, It's easy done.
So, yeah.
Don't shoot the messenger.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, because there's nothing worse when you rang and suddenly, hello? The phone's gone down.
Yeah.
I need to get this. Hello? Right, so.
The other thing, same bank. Lots of guys on YouTube, no disrespect, have made a mistake about they're freezing the bank account. This is before all this happened. When you're using your bank account, this particular bank for your retirement visa renewal, if you don't have the 800,000 Thai baht in there and you wish to put it in there, you can put it in and get the bank paperwork for the retirement visa the same day.
Right.
They then freeze the 800,000 Thai baht you put in there for that in that bank account for 4 months.
4 months?
Immigration say 3, Thailand, this particular bank say 4 months. If you have, say, for instance, 1.2 million baht in that account, they freeze 800 and you can still use the 400,000 baht that's above that. So they're only freezing the money for the visa.
Right.
But you can put it in. It only changed recently. You can put it in, get the paperwork, but it's stuck in there for 4 months.
Right. Okay, well, there you go, guys. So important information there, important updates. And like I say, if you're in any confusion whatsoever, get in touch with Mark. As always, his email will be in the description below and contact details, and get in touch. Don't panic, don't worry. Like Mark says, don't shoot the messenger. All they're doing is relaying the situation that you're in and what options you've got. It's not their fault. It's just the options that they've got. Right, so now we've got your bank out. I've got a guy that was going to come over here, so now not going to come because he's sod that. In terms of coming into the country, are there any changes on the visas?
No, you're still got 60 days on exemption on arrival. You can get a 30-day extension on that. Obviously, the border runs to Cambodia are completely out the window now. And I wouldn't, if I was you, want to do a border run to Laos because it's a 24-hour round trip.
Is it?
And to be honest with you, I don't like letting anybody go on it. You don't know, it's a long drive. Somebody can fall asleep or something.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It's not advisable, but it's their own choice, obviously.
But if I come in, the question I was asked the other day, and I don't know the answer, so I want to ask you because hence the reason why we're doing the video. I got to ask the question: if I come in, do I have to have a return ticket?
You don't have to have a return ticket. The immigration law says you have to have an exit flight within the 60-day exemption on arrival. So I get guys coming in for new retirement visas. I simply book up a cheap ticket through a travel agent here, out of the country within the 60 days.
Right.
They never use.
Okay.
She charges me $750. She can cancel it because she's a travel agent, and she gets half the fee back, and that's her fee.
Right. Okay. Well, there you go.
It's
the
the easiest way.
Yeah. Because, but I mean, if you're going to do a visa run and you have to leave the country, I mean, easy to fly to different places. Isn't it?
I'd fly out, simple as that.
Yeah.
Especially if you have not got a lot of history on your passport. If you've got a lot of history on your passport and you've been playing the game for a few years, it's a bit different now. You know?
Yeah.
As I warned people a couple of years ago, this was getting more and more difficult.
Well, the trouble is, if you're trying to circumvent what you've got to do, you know, eventually they're going to go, hang on,
Yeah.
we're not rocket scientists, but we can see clearly what's going on here. And of course, you know, if you are trying to outwit the system, eventually the system will get back and say, no, we've caught up with you now, and it's time to do it the right way. But, you know, like I say, with any kind of visa, and as we touched on the bank account, speak to Mark because his team can help you out. So I'm over here. Got my visa, I'm happy, got my bank account, it's all good. I want to get around. What's the score with driving licenses at the moment? Because there's another rumour going around that things have changed. I mean, where does it stay?
There was a big rumour about when you had a 5-year licence already, or you got your first 2-year licence, you were on a retirement visa or a long-term visa, work permit, non-B, whatever, that you weren't going to get a 5-year licence. And it did come into play for about 24 hours. And they suddenly realised that they have to do it throughout the country and all of them. So they dropped it. But what they did keep to hold face, basically, I think, if you're on an education visa now, they don't consider that to be a long-term visa. You will still only get a 2-year replacement license.
Right.
If you're on a DTV, which is correct, it is only a tourist visa, you will not get a 5-year license. You will get a 2-year license.
Okay.
And another 2-year license. If you've got a 2-year license already and you got it on a tourist visa and then you're onto a work permit or a long-term retirement visa, you will get 5 years. If you're renewing from the 5-year license, you will get 5 years. You do not require 365 days remaining on your visa. Okay? Right. You need about 3 months, and they're happy with that. No problem.
Okay, so the 5-year, so if you're here on a 5-year, what happens, like, just say, for example, I came out here, say, I don't know, 4 years ago, got my 5 years, but I decide I'm going to go back to England and I'm just going to come out here on holiday. When I come out on holiday, I think, oh, that's due to be renewed. I need to renew it. What will I get then when I get a 2-year?
2 years, yeah. Because you've lapsed the long-term visa, you'll only get a 2-year license.
Right, okay. Right, well, that's...
I mean, even Thai people only get a 2-year license the first time, you know?
I think some ain't got one, do they? Most of where I've seen some driving out there, I'm like, oh, dearie me. All right, so there we go, guys. So that's the update on the driving license, and that's for both a car and a motorbike.
Yep, car and motorbike.
Okay, so either or whatever license you've got, that's the situation you're in. So if you have got your license previously and you're coming in on a tourist, you need to renew it. You're going to be reduced down to 2 years, but otherwise everything else is as Mark said. So
if your driving license runs out when you're out of the country, you can renew it up to 12 months out of date. So
okay.
If anybody thinks, oh, I've let it lapse, I'm going to have to start again at the beginning, only have to start again at the beginning if it's 2 years out of date.
And those of you that are worrying, if you are worrying about thinking, oh, God, I've got to do a driving test, don't worry. No, don't worry. Let me just say it this way. If you fail the driving test here, you shouldn't be in control of anything that's other than your feet, because it really is very straightforward. It's very easy, and it's a no drama. It's 2 pins. There's a coloured dot on the thing. It's a reaction of a peripheral vision and a reaction one. The reaction one's hilarious. Yeah. And you sit there. If you've never seen it, you sit there. You got a foot pedal. And one press starts it, and one press finishes it, and it goes green, 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 red. And you've got to stop it before it gets to red. And I'm telling you, that's the actual way. It does literally go green, 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 red. And you think, green, I'll stop it now then. Yeah, that's it, you pass.
That's mad. It's amazing. It's the worst test in the world.
Oh dear. Any other change you want to talk about?
Just the guys who are doing renewals now that I've got the bank we were talking about earlier.
Yeah.
If you've got a problem, and a lot have because they're coming to see me, just come and see me. I've got a way around that problem. Okay, so we can deal with that problem. Don't panic. Right. Just don't panic.
Right, well, there you go, guys.
You'll keep your driving license. You'll keep your retirement visa.
Right, brilliant.
Another thing, on Discord, I have blasphemed the DTB visa many, many, many times. And I never used to do it. But now I've got one where I can do it. And it's a safe, good DTV visa. So if anybody's looking for a good, safe DTV visa without any problems, I've now got one, and I'm willing to do them. And if I'm willing to do them, they're safe, because I won't do it unless it's short.
Yep. And on the subject of Discord, guys, just a quick one for you. If you're in the Discord and you happen to use Mark and his services, and you're in a situation now where your bank account's been frozen, if you are on there and you start giving Mark or his team any grief, I'm sorry, guys, but you will be taken out of the Discord service. Not Mark's fault. All he's trying to do is help you. So if there's any abusive messages on Discord, you will be removed from the server and you will no longer be welcome on that server. It's not Mark's fault. All we're trying to do is just give you the up-to-date information and help you as best as we can. So there you go, guys. So please be respectful to Mark and his team. Right, there we go, is that it?
That's basically it for today.
Right, there you are. That's it for today. That's your update on what's going on. So if you've got a bank account, it's in the freezer, well, then you need to come and see Mark and his team and try and get it unfrozen for you and deal with what you've got to do. Remember about the visa, it's a 60-day on arrival with a 30-day extension. And likewise, remember what Mark said about the driving license. If you've got a driving license, guys, get in touch. It just all it takes you is a 5-second email. But be patient. Mark literally gets. I mean, I'm stood here now. He's got 75 messages unread on his inbox.
I cleared them at 5 o'clock this morning.
Yeah. So please be patient, guys. It might take 1 or 2 days for Mark to get back to you, but he will get back to you and he will assist you the best way he can. And if you are in the city and you want to come down, just pop down. Come down to Soy 6. Yes, I said Soy 6. He's a great locator. I love you. I love your thought process.
That had to be done.
Well, it's a legitimate reason to say to your missus, I've got to go down to Soy 6.
Yeah.
But
you'll be amazed. Not many walking on their own in the afternoon.
I can imagine that. You're going there. I'm coming with you. So that's it. You're not on your own. But yeah, come down to Soy 6, guys, down towards Beach Road. We're literally a 10-second walk away from the beach. So just come down here, guys. Come and see Mark and his team, and they'll do their very best to help you out, guys, and resolve whatever situation you may be faced with. Right.
Remember, if you're a member of Thai Legal Protection, you get a discount.
Right.
Very good service to use at the moment, because lots of things are going wrong like that.
Yeah, I mean, on the subject of Thai Legal Protection, it's a monthly, it's I think 799 baht.
795.
95, yeah, 799 baht. And you get 24 hours, 7-day-a-week access to legal helpline, which is worth its weight in gold. You're talking less than a round of drinks, and you've got a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week phone number that speak perfect English. So if you're in any situation, be it a legal situation, be it a driving situation, be it a matrimonial situation, whatever situation you're in, you've got access to the phone, pick them up, say, hey, this is my situation, can you help me out? And it's particularly important if you are involved in something of a nighttime, something's happened at night, and the police are involved, you just don't know what you're doing.
Say nothing.
Hello, what do I do? There you go. You can talk to that person there. And just
I had to use it recently myself for something.
Did you?
Yeah. That's the reason I like to highlight it.
Yeah, no, it's very good. I've got it myself, and I will put a link in the description below for that one, guys. Click on that one, and they'll take good care of you. All right, there we are. Thank you very much, Mark.
You're more than welcome.
Pleasure as always. And girls, I say, guys, get in touch and find out the answers to whatever question you want. But be patient, guys. It does take Mark and his team a while to get to you, because they are literally got loads and loads of emails. All right, there we are. That's it from me. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, remember, hit the subscribe button and also the bell icon if you'd like to be notified when I bring out a new video. I just mentioned earlier about Discord. If you haven't joined Discord, jump in there. There's over 23,000 members. It's totally free of charge. You get access to Mark and all other legal services, etc. Lots of rooms in there about what's going on right here and right now in the city. So have a look in there, guys. There's a link down below. If you haven't and you want to find out about nightlife, check out our Instagram account, Buzzin Pattaya, and TikTok is all about daytime, Buzzin Pattaya. Just put us in there, give us a like and a follow, guys. Worth its weight for us. So thank you very much indeed.
Just want to say there's a lot of very informative members on Discord, very well informed, and they give a lot of good advice.
There is, yeah.
The members, there's a lot of really good members on it.
Yeah, there's a lot of experienced guys there. So if you are a newbie coming out and you want to find out what's going on or get some help, like Mark said, there's a lot of very knowledgeable guys there. So jump in there, guys. I say it's totally free of charge. If you do want to support the channel, become a member either here on YouTube or over on Kick, kick.com/Buzzin Pattaya. That's our alternative live stream platform that we use. So have a look on there, guys. And that's it from me. That's it from Mark. Thank you very much for watching, guys. And please, as always, wherever you're in the world, stay safe.